Hey guys, happy Saturday. I just woke up, so I'm sorry that my hair is kind of crazy. I know it looks like this a lot of weeks, but this week I'm actually kind of sorry for it because I'm just so busy today that I don't get to put as much time into this as I usually would. Um, so I'm just gonna get right into the topic, which is how to deal with homophobia or transphobia. Um, because I didn't come out or really start thinking about my orientation until after I graduated high school, I never experienced the homophobia that the stereotypical, I guess, ignorance, I should say, that I think of when I think of homophobia. Um, but I have experienced discrimination or just I don't know, obnoxious people with more with gender stuff, I guess. But anyway, what I think would work for me if I was ever in a point where I was getting enough looks or comments or whatever from people that it was affecting my self-esteem and making it kind of hard for me to get through the day, is I think that I would try to, at the beginning of each class, or if I didn't want to do it that often, maybe at the end of each day when I got home from school, I would write down one or two things that I noticed that day about myself that I love about myself, or things that I did that I could look back and say, I'm glad that I'm the kind of person that does things like that. Because I think if you love yourself and you know why you're you and why you are the way you are and you're proud of those things, that you're almost invincible when it comes to bullying or ignorance or homophobia or transphobia or anything. Because you have a reason for being the person that you are, and it's something that you've thought about, and it's something that you can admire about yourself and be proud of. And it's easy to forget things like that. It's easy to forget, why you love yourself or why you're, a worthy person in this world when people are putting you down all the time. So for me, just because I always write things down and it helps me, it actually does change my state of mind if I write something down. It becomes more true to me when I make myself think it and put it on paper. And then that way, when you look back over the hard time that you had, the record that you have of it is things that you love about yourself and things that you're proud that you did, and they're positive things instead of all of the pain that you felt and, all of that stuff that you're you don't want to remember, and you don't want to think of you don't want to think of that stuff the first time, or you don't want to think of that stuff when you look back at the time that you struggled. You want to think of good things and you want to think of pushing through it. So that's what I have to say about that. I was trying not to do anything too stereotypical or, I don't know, repetitive, I guess, because I know that the question of how to deal with bullying and homophobia is a popular one, especially as a teenager. I think I've heard people answer that question 35 times. So, I don't know, that's a tip. I hope that it works for someone. I know it probably won't work for everyone, but that's what I would do. And then the question is favorite LGBT book. Also because I wasn't really thinking about my orientation until I graduated high school. I haven't really read, I've read one LGBT book over at the beginning of last summer, I think. But I just don't have time to read at college because I'm always reading for school. So, the book that I read, it's a graphic memoir, and it's called Fun Home. It's by Alison Bechdel. I think that's how you say her last name. It's Bechdel, if you guys want to look that up. And it's just about her, pretty much it's a coming-of-age story, and her dealing with gender roles in society, gender identification, sexual orientation, suicides in her family, just family dynamic. It covers a lot of things, and it's interesting. I think it could be interesting to a wide range of people, and it's really well done. She posed and took pictures of herself for every single human figure in the entire graphic memoir, so she definitely took a lot of time on the illustrations to make sure that they were accurate and they were what she wanted, and it's really well done. I really enjoyed reading it, and it's a quick read, so even if you don't have a lot of time or you don't like reading very much, since it is like a graphic memoir, it goes really fast, and the visuals are always fun. It's easier to read books like that sometimes. So I would definitely check that out. I will get to reading more LGBT books because I need to. So I hope you guys have an awesome Valentine's Day. It's coming up. Don't give me this crap of like, I don't have a Valentine. You have someone you love, and that's a Valentine. So appreciate them, and have a good Monday, because that's Valentine's Day, and have a good Saturday, because today's Saturday, and have a good Sunday, because that's the day in between. And I will see you guys next week. Sorry this is so long. I'm sorry. Have a good day, guys. Bye.